Alright. I'm gonna have my coffee. Let's analyze this situation. Because I'm going to get this Ghost Rider uniform to legendary. Thank you, Kato. Where is uniform? What's up, guys? Welcome back. Reviewing Ghost Rider as quickly as I can. It's going to be a live review. I'm hearing he's good in PvP, which I could read on paper, and I could see his ignore iframe, now iframe on 4. So I'm probably going to end up taking him in PvE as well, because why not? This is him being utilized as like a debuff removal trigger, I guess. So I'm going to change it to that. I'll put him here. And I'm going to take him and I'm going to start him off a little bit slow, because I want to see what he can do with this rage, this mighty rage. Okay, brilliant conquest. Oh, wow. No, come on, no. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. Whoa. Wow, look at the spider. Look at that. That's pretty dope. I'm gonna die though, but oh, that was pretty cool. Wow, first time using him. Killed sentry once and null once. Alright. I'll be practicing more with this team for sure, because I was supposed to switch and it didn't let me, so that's why I lost. Go, go, go. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's bullshit. Oh, he could do it from distance? Wow. Wow. Holy shit. He's a debuff master? Wow. That's remarkable. Remarkable. He could do that skill from distance too. Wow. This first impression of Ghost Rider is, yeah, he's pretty meta. He's pretty freaking meta, dude. And I'm very, very excited. But I want to see how he is in PvE, though. That's fine. Wow. Okay. That's pretty amazing. Okay, he's got the residual damage too. Okay. He's got the residual damage too. I like that. He's got a lot of uses. Wow. Okay, I gotta take him against the double support. And he has nothing. He has just the debuff removal and rage. Him I'll fight later. Ugh. Alright. The only purpose is to make sure that he gets debuffed. Yes, he's gonna get debuffed. And then I want to see what I can do with him. Ugh, that should have freaking... Oh my good gracious. What? And you shred him. You couldn't even kill him before with the old uniform. It wasn't even possible. Now you're shredding him. You're like, wow, that's crazy. All right. Whatever. All right, let's see if he could do this. Oh, come on. He couldn't interrupt Wolverine? That sucks. But he's still very strong. Wow. I'm not going to win this one, though. It's so funny how when I'm playing live, you could hear me mashing the buttons. I want to record that because the reason why I mash those buttons is because this game gives me dead buttons. But regardless, first impressions of Ghost Rider were pretty good. He's a debuff, almost a debuff master. He has really good skills that cancel. His third debuffs, his second debuffs, his fourth constantly debuffs, and its super guard breaks. And he still has the same utility that he had before, as well as being able to kill villains pretty much by himself without any support. He's a beast, even though he does have his limitations. His fourth skill can get interrupted. I tried him with the Conquest and the DPS is just not there. I even tried it with Mystique as well. I just didn't like the DPS. And his survivability, while he gets a decent heal on his fourth skill, it's often not enough for him anyway. But is he a little bit better with it than the other uniform? Absolutely. But would I recommend it on him? Like, absolutely not. Maybe it could be like more of a last resort option. But he's still a Rage and Judgment tune. And you'll find out later in this segment that Rage really gets the best out of his combos. It gets the best out of his overall damage. And he gets super guard break with it. So, like, you'll see, like, he always gets close, but, like, no cigar. Even with a support. But he's supposed to be killing that sentry much faster. It shouldn't take him 2 rotations because, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to kill the other meta. But he is easily... I think he's better than Carnage, honestly. He's a top 6 character in PvP now. And he can do it with PvE CTP. Granted, PvE, it seems that his rotation is very, very different now. So I'll go over that a little bit and you could let me know in the comments if I was doing the rotation correctly or not, because it's very, very tricky. But Netmarble is falsely advertising these characters. Ghost Rider is very PvP oriented, and his kit seems more complete now for the PvP, and he can now be used in pretty much all modes and function very well like a character like Carnage or like Logan. And he's also relatively cheap in TBA, so you could pair him with certain meta. You'll see all the combos that I try to use, and he does very, very well. Alright, that was pretty exciting for Timeline Battle. I'm going to be practicing so I can actually win those matches, because You know, I'm a little rusty when it comes to new characters getting the win, but I can analyze the character fully right away. I mean, his fourth skill is amazing. He has an amazing fourth skill now that could one-shot meta, right? So, you know, I'm even excited to potentially take him in here too, because he could swap for Logan, I think. On par with Carnage. And he's shredded Silver Surfer. But no, he got wrecked by Adam. Okay. I mean that was pretty fair, you know. Like he still killed the meta pretty fairly. Pretty much the same as what Wolverine would have done. I think he's a great starter. Maybe I'll put him in a farther corner. Take on an Adam the same way that he took on that Surfer. Adam could have Brilliant Conquest, I don't know. But this is Platinum, so it's unlikely. I mean, yeah, that skill is still doing super guard break community, but he's not surviving long enough to get a second kill. Maybe I want to put him at the end and not so much at the beginning, because in the beginning he's doing what I expect him to do, but he's not like he's kind of performing the same. I think he could do so much better. But I want to see if I could interrupt him here. Of course, I have to go through all this flim-flam, whatever this is, of people disappearing and reappearing. Okay, I don't see Ghost Rider at all. I think, okay, now I see him. So he was on the left. So I think he killed that meta, and he's going to get stun locked. You sick individual. So once again, he's kind of like doing what Wolverine likes to do, which is kill like half a meta, and he's like a really good striker. Here's what I'm gonna do. Normally I would put Carnage here, and Carnage could actually get a kill sometimes with the fourth, and he traps him in the fourth. I'm gonna test him here. And he's going to be taking a lot of heat. And I'm resetting because I want to push in this mode. And I'm going to pair Surfer and Ghost Rider against Sentries. Now, I like pairing super guard break characters in the middle sometimes, so they sweep the board. But I need to know Ghost Rider. Oh my goodness. Bro, he's killing sentries before Surfer is killing them, and his fourth skill is from across the map, so he's one-shotting Emma Frost. So I'm putting Adam higher on the list, but I have to test against another sentry. I mean, maybe that one was a fluke. Let me fight my boy who's one of the top timeline battle players. He's been one of the top timeline battle players for some time. Alright, let's see. Ghost Rider again. Yeah. So, certain Brilliant Conquest sentries, I understand. He's not gonna work. Switch Magic and switch Ghost Rider. I want to put him in the corner. I don't think he's good in the middle, but I may try him in the middle. Alright, so now I'm going to pair him against Null. I want to see how he does, because I think, you know, Surfer with anybody is going to kill sentry teams maybe 10 to 15% of the time, because Brilliant Conquest sentries are pretty perfect. Like, that skill is so well done. It's so well made that I'm surprised. No. No, he has to execute it closer. I didn't even look at these teams. So, oh, I still kind of got more or less what I wanted. Nah, you see, like, his skill being used from distance can be a blessing and a curse. But wow, look at that. Look at that. Oh, Ghost Rider, Wolverine needs to live, though. Come on, Wolverine. Oh. Let's put Magic back here. Let's put Carnage back here. Let's put Ghost Rider here. Be alright. Okay. Now, I'm going to be taking Ghost Rider through a couple of more tests. Alright, let's see if Ghost Rider could help in this situation. He should be able to help. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need to chill. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, this is where I'm primarily going to get the most use out of him. Is when he's paired and protected by another meta. And he's killing like other sub-meta. Like Surfer, Carnage. Or maybe even Adam at some point. So he's really, really good against villains. That's where you always want to pair him. It doesn't matter with debuff removal either. Because technically, if he's being protected by a meta, he doesn't need the debuff removal. Otherwise, he does, especially against Sentry. Now, taking him into GBR, I guess because I didn't do the correct rotation, and I'm showcasing the incorrect rotation, I guess. I was doing the old uniforms rotation. I did not like the time that I cleared this boss. Not at all. But I guess it's good enough for me to not be too upset about it, because people are saying that this uniform is worse for PVE. And I think that people are so quick to get a video out that they don't care about the test, and they just care about the opinion piece for the clicks. And it's really, really sad, because the opinion piece generally does get the clicks. So people really need to be careful when they test tunes, because there's a lot of different ways and combos that you could work with Ghost Rider. Like, you wouldn't have known that 4 is actually semi-cancelable, and 3 is not really cancelable. 5 is insta-cancelable, even though it seems like it needs delay, but it doesn't need delay. His rotation, I have it written. I like to get it down as best as I can the first time, and then the follow-ups, I like to just maybe do 2, 1, 3, delay 4, just like that, because 5's cooldown is very off, and 3's cooldown is quick. So you're gonna be missing 5 kind of a few times. He's very awkward. The reason why people were getting scores that were much less was because of how awkward he is. So I don't know why Netmarble were advertising this again as PVE, because even if they wanted to advertise it as PVE, they would need to teach it, because otherwise people are going to use the exact same rotation when it's not. It's not the exact same rotation at all. So keep that in mind. Test some more. Test your scores. If you want some more documentation on some world boss runs, you can visit Tad Dawes' channel. If you want some more documentation on all of the other PvE game modes, you could go to Lucifer Morningstar's channel and see. I'm just showcasing the best scores I could get with the Mighty Rage. And I thought this score was okay. I have 100% all attack. My swords are like mediocre. So obviously there's going to be whales that get much better scores than me. But I did get in a solid range. And a lot of people were getting in this range just at a slightly higher level score than me. So you can review this score. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to be taking Ghost Rider in a lot more PvP, and we'll showcase more of his PvP potential later down the line. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, P.S. Don't get Juggernaut. He is absolutely terrible.